All right, a beautiful Saturday afternoon as we welcome you to Municipal Stadium here in Waterbury, Connecticut. First game of a four-game set here this weekend for Post Baseball against a CACC opponent in the Caldwell University Cougars, who come into this one at 9-5 on the year, 3-3 in CACC play. And with that, we say hello and welcome upstairs inside to the broadcast booth. Griffin Cass on hand. Eagles 5-8 on the year. They just had their five-game winning streak snapped. 4-0 here in conference. The reigning CACC champions. First game of a two-game set here today, and then they will travel for a doubleheader tomorrow against Caldwell. So again, four games this weekend against the Cougars. We'll have a doubleheader here today, and then they will travel to Caldwell for games 3 and 4 of the weekend. Let's set out the field here really quick for the Eagles. Out in left field, Hayden Roberge. Out in center field, Damaris Rodriguez. In right field, it is Harvey Valera. As we look at the infield, Justin Rivera is playing third for Post. At shortstop, Jesse Alfala. Second base, it is Rene Vega the third. And at first base, it is Maiko Cardona behind the dish. Isaiah Velasco getting the start here in Game 1. And on the mound for Post, it is Brendan Holligan, the senior right-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada. Christian Rennick is going to lead things off here for Caldwell. And he takes a strike on the outside corner, and we're underway here in Game 1. Rennick is playing shortstop here today for the Cougars. Takes that one on the inside corner for strike two. Holligan looks good to start. Taking a look at his numbers of the year. 4.24 ERA. This is his fourth start. 17 innings of work coming into today. He's allowed 19 hits on the year, 8 earned runs total. And ahead on the count here, 0-2. Popped up. Should be easy. Alfala is under it and makes a grab for out number 1. So Stephen Young Jr. hitting .311 on the year. He started in all 14 games this season. He's going to be playing right field here today for the Cougars. Young, a junior from Middlesex, New Jersey, again hitting .311 on the year, 45 at-bats, 14 hits coming into today. Again, Eagles lost their previous matchup this past Wednesday to SNHU 7-0. That snapped their 5-game winning streak. So trying to build a new winning streak here today. They are 4-0 in CACC play. 4 huge games this weekend against Caldwell. Eagles have won the last 9 games against the Cougars. The 2-1. The 2-2. Low and out. Holligan, a 6'5" right-hander, a senior from Las Vegas. The payoff pitch. Dribbled over to the left side, charging, and Rivera going to be a tough play, and it's going to be an infield single for Young. And Caldwell has got their first base runner of the day with 1 out here in the top of the first. So here's Liam Lombardi, third on the team in batting average this year, hitting .340. 53 at-bats, 18 hits. Holligan checks in on Young at first, and that ball got away from Cardona, but he's able to recover it, and Young stays at bay. ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Young on first with a big lead. The 1-1 fouled away. Holligan with 23 strikeouts this year in 17 innings of work. He's walked 4 batters this season. Ahead on the count here, 1-2 to Lombardi. And the pitch. One, two, rolled over. That's going to get through and head into right field. Young going to round second. He's going to stroll into third, standing up, and it is a 1-out single there for Lombardi. Runners at the corners here, 1 out. So Chris Hoff hitting 200 on the year. This is his 12th start in the 12th game that he's appeared in. 35 at-bats, 7 hits. He's driven in 4 runs this year, and 1 is waiting for him at third in Young. So a little bit of a jam here for Holligan to begin things. Runners at the corners, only 1 out here in the top of the first. One 0. Swing and a miss. Holligan kicks and deals. Runner will steal second. Throw down to second is not in time, and that's going to bring home Young. And Rennick is going to head to third. So Caldwell strikes here, 1-0 here in the top of the first. Two, 1. Just misses that outside corner. Three, 1. Low. Sean Brown digs in, playing second base here today for Caldwell. Hitting .326 on the year, 43 at-bats, 14 hits. 6 RBIs on the year, as he has Lombardi waiting for him at third. Runners at the corners, third and first, 1 out here in the top of the first, and Caldwell has already striked and gotten 1 across the board. The senior takes strike 1. A senior is Sean Brown from West Orange, New Jersey. That's dribbled over to the right side. Cardona bobbles it, flips it to Holligan in time as Lombardi will come home. So that's an RBI for Brown, and there's 2 down here at the top of the first. So here's the third baseman, Devin Cass, second on the team in batting average this year, hitting .353. 51 at-bats, 18 hits, 7 runs batted in. His 8th is waiting for him at second in Hoff. Two one. Gets away from Velasco. So a pass ball, and Hoff will take third. Second walk of this first inning for Holligan. Jimmy Kurtz hitting .297 on the year, making his 14th start in the 14th game that he has appeared in. 37 at-bats, 11 hits, and he's driven in 7 runs. Once again, runners at the corners, 2 down, 2-0 lead here for Caldwell in the top of the first. Runner goes, gets away from Velasco, and Hoff will steal home, and it's 3-0 Caldwell. So not a picture-perfect top of the first here for Post, and they're going to have to work from behind as they hit the bat soon, down 3-0. That is drilled out to right field, tailing back towards the wall is Valera. It drops right in front of him, and that's going to bring home a run, and it's 4-0 Caldwell to begin things. So an RBI single there for Kurtz. His 8th RBI on the year, and a 4-0 Caldwell start here in the top of the first. So there's Akash Santiago digging in, and Holligan paints the outside corner for strike 1. 3 hits here in this top of the first, 4 runs. One. Hit up in the air. Should be easy. Alfala calls off his middle of the infield partner and makes a grab for out number 3. However, Caldwell gets 4 across in the top of the first as we head to the bottom of the first. Eagles to the bats, down 4 to start. All right, Eagles working from behind here to begin things, down 4-0 as we are ready for the bottom of the first. Let's set the field here for Caldwell. As we take a look at the outfield to begin things, Liam Lombardi is out in left. In center field, it is Christian Patino. Out in right field, it is Stephen Young Jr. As we take a look at the infield now at that hot corner, Devin Cass is at third. At shortstop, it is Christian Riddick. At second base, it is Stephen Brown Jr. At first base, it is Hoff. Chris Hoff playing first. Right behind the dish, Akash Santiago. And on the mound is John Rigas here for Caldwell. As we take a look at Rigas' numbers here to begin things, as Jesse Alfala leading the team in batting average this year, hitting .444, 36 at-bats, 16 hits, is going to lead things off here for Post. Again, 4 runs in that top of the first for Caldwell, off to an excellent start here in Game 1. Again, just a friendly reminder, it is a doubleheader here today, 4-game set against Caldwell this weekend. Doubleheader here today at Municipal, and then the Eagles will be on the road for a doubleheader tomorrow at Caldwell. Rigas this year has a .368 ERA, 4th start, 5th game that he's appeared in 14.2 innings of work. He's allowed 15 hits on the year, 12 strikeouts, 8 walks. A redshirt sophomore, right-hander, 6 feet tall, from Lincoln Park, New Jersey. Alfalo with 3 RBIs on the year. Hits that one up in the air. Lombardi tailing back to the warning track, and he's got the grab. That one had a lot of lift there from Alfala, and one down here at the bottom of the first. So Hayden Roberge will step in here for the Eagles. Hitting .362 on the year, 47 at-bats, 17 hits, 8 RBIs. Playing left field here today for Post. Roberge is a graduate student, transferred over from Norwich University, NCAA Division III. From Middlesex, Vermont is Roberge. Second year here with the Eagles, and he gets hit by a pitch. So he'll take first. The Eagles have their first base runner with one out in the bottom of the first. Damaris Rodriguez, third on the team in batting average this year, hitting .364. 44 at-bats, 16 hits, 6 runs batted in on the year. Rodriguez is a senior from Wernersville, Pennsylvania. Rollins College Division II transfer. Second year here with Post. He was a junior last year in his first year. Laces that down the left field line foul. He graduated from Wilson High School in 2020. He was an all-district honorable mention. Currently majoring in communications here at Post. Playing center field here today for the Eagles. The 1-1. Paints that outside corner. Rodriguez clearly not a fan of it. Thought it was a little out. Damaris Rodriguez. Down to the count here, 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, sir. So first strikeout of the day there for Rigas. Justin Rivera second on the team in batting average this year, hitting .368. 11th start of the season in the 11th game that he's appeared in. 38 at-bats, 14 hits, 11 RBIs. Leads the team in RBIs this year. Rivera in his second year here with Post. He is one hit away from his 150th collegiate hit. That spans from his time at Bloomfield College, another CACC program in NCAA Division II, of course, in the CACC, and Post. So one hit away, and he hits a huge milestone at 150 collegiate hits. Will he get it here in his first at-bat? Yes, sir. Right up the middle, 150 for Rivera. He's going to hit the brakes. He will stay at first. Roberge heads to third, and the Eagles with runners at the corners here with 2 down. So 150 for Justin Rivera in his first at-bat of the day. Single right up the middle. Michael Cardona will step in, hitting .340 on the year, 47 at-bats, 16 hits, 6 RBIs. Eagles desperate for a little bit of an answer here in the bottom of the first. Again, top of the first was not pretty. Caldwell put up a 4 spot to begin things here in game 1. Eagles just got their first hit of the day. That's lifted up in the air to center field, trailing back towards the warning track and making the grab out in center. Beautiful catch there by Patino, and that will retire the side. Eagles strand 1 in scoring position. We head to the top of the second with Caldwell up 4-0. Top of the second here at Municipal. 4-0 lead here for Caldwell, coming off of a 2-game set at home versus Jefferson. In the doubleheader, they got destroyed in the first game 19-6, but won the second game 4-3. Again, Caldwell this year 9-5 overall, 3-3 in CACC play. They're 4-3 on the road. Eagles, the defending champs here of the CACC, 5-8 on the year, perfect in conference at 4-0 to begin things. But they are in a little trouble here to begin things here in the first game against Caldwell, down 4-0, top of the second. Patino going to lead things off. He's hitting number 9, but he leads the team in batting average at 389. 36 at-bats, 14 hits. Slugging percentage of .611 this year as he fouls that one away. Takes that one outside on the 0-2. Nice spot there from Holligan. Patino, a redshirt sophomore. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Beautiful delivery there from Holligan. His first strikeout of the day, and there's one down here at the top of the second. Christian Rinnick flew out to shortstop in his first at-bat. Top of the order here for Caldwell. Rinnick, a 5'6" junior from Marlton, New Jersey. Had 4 hits at Staten Island on March 7th for a season high in hits this year. 1-1, rips it to the right side. Cardona fields it, flips it to Holligan, and 2 down here in the top of the second. Stephen Young got things going in that top of the first with that infield single. The dribbler to the left side, Rivera, had a very tough play on it and just couldn't beat him out. So Holligan looks much better here to begin things in the top of the second. Eagles looking for a 1-2-3 and get back to the bats here. Holligan now up to 39 pitches, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks and 1 strikeout. That's lifted foul down the first base line. Holligan in his 3rd year here with Post. First year was when he was a sophomore. Ahead on the count here, 0-2, check swing. Good spot. And the ump does not give him the call. Kick, deal on the 1-2, swing and a miss. What a beautiful picture perfect top of the second that was for Holligan and the Eagles. A 1-2-3. Eagles will head back to the bats, trailing by 4 in the bottom of the second. All right, 6-7-8 due up here for Post in the bottom of the second, coming off of a beautiful 1-2-3 in the top of the second. Super clean from Holligan. Had 2 strikeouts. And that's top of the second. Jalen Kelly, the DH, will lead things off here for Post. Kelly hitting .263 on the year, 38 at-bats, 10 hits. He's got 8 RBIs. Tied for second on the team in runs batted in this year for Jalen Kelly. Graduate student, Connecticut native, right down the road from Naugatuck. Takes the 1-0 up and out. The Eagles desperately looking to get things rolling here with the bats. Again, still very early, only the bottom of the second, but got down early with that 4 spot that Caldwell put up in the top of the first. That one was fouled up away. 2-1 on Kelly. Laces that to the left side, and it goes off of the glove there of Rennick. Out to left field for a leadoff base hit. So nice leadoff single there for Kelly. His 11th hit of the year, and Harvey Valera, the right fielder, will step in here for Post. Hitting .250 on the year, and 10th start for Valera. 36 at-bats, 9 hits, 4 runs batted in for number 11, the junior. Transferred over from Calhoun Community College. First year here with the Eagles. The 1-0, right down Broadway for strike one. Mergos checks in on Kelly at first. The 1-1 paints the inside corner, and Valera clearly not a fan of the call. So down to the count here, 1-2. The Eagles looking to get something brewing here in the bottom of the second off of the leadoff single by Jalen Kelly. Slider misses outside. 2-2. 3 hits for Caldwell, 2 for Post to begin things here in game one. Again, just a friendly reminder, playing 2 here today. Doubleheader. First game is 9 innings, then the second game is only 7 innings. Kelly thought about stealing, that misses inside, and it's 3-2 to the right fielder. Big time payoff pitch on its way and in the dirt, and Eagles got something brewing here in the bottom of the second. So there's a walk for Valeros. Kelly is going to stroll to second. And Isaiah Velasco, the catcher here for the Eagles, will dig in. Hitting .286 on the year, 9th start, 12th game that he's appeared in, 28 at-bats, 8 hits, and 5 runs batted in. So a little bit of a jam here for Rigas to begin things here in the bottom of the second, and his catcher is going to want to go out and have a word with him. Santiago will head out there. Settle his pitcher down. Runners at second and first, no outs here in the bottom of the second. Eagles trail at 4-0 here in game one. Velasco, a graduate student from California. Velasco, a Division I transfer from Cal. Played 2 years at Cal, his junior and senior year. Traveling a long way here to Post, coming over from the ACC. ACC product here. Ahead on the count here, 2-1. Up and out. Swing and a miss on the 3-1. On base percentage this year for Velasco, .375 again, a .286 batting average. 5 runs batted in on the year, 3 doubles. The 3-2, low and out. Bases are loaded for Post with no outs here in the bottom of the second. So Rene Vega will step in here, the number 9 batter for Post, playing second base. Hitting .333 on the year, 33 at-bats, 11 hits. Had a wonderful day against SNHU on Wednesday. It was really the only bright spot for the Eagles. One of the only bright spots, I should say, in the 7-0 loss was 2 for 3 with a walk. Got on base all 3 times. The 0-1, lace foul. So Vega quickly down in the count here, 0-2. Regas with a bit of adversity here in the bottom of the second. Again, no outs. Bases are loaded. Kelly is on third. Valera is on second. And Velasco is on first. That one gets away. And Kelly will stay at third. The 1-2 fouled. Once again, the 1-2, a little low on the slider. Two upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Vega. Quickly down 0-2, and he's working a very nice at-bat. Vega is a freshman from New York. Ball 4. Eagles on the board. 4-1, Caldwell, as Kelly will come home. Alfala flew out to left field and made some really nice contact in his first at-bat. And we're going to get a mound visit here after the Eagles get on the board. Still no outs, bases are loaded, 4-1 Caldwell here in the bottom of the second. So the mound visit concludes, trying to settle Rigas down. And a redshirt sophomore right-hander from Lincoln Park, New Jersey. And a jam here in the bottom of the second. His team leads at 4-1, but the Eagles are knocking on the door. Go-ahead run is at the plate. And that is ripped into left center field. That's going to fall. Valera is going to score. Vega is rounding third. It is a 3-run double for Alfala, and the Eagles tied up at 4-4. Roberge hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Six RBIs now in the year for Alfala as he is on second. Clears all the bases with a stand-up double. Still no outs here in the bottom of the second. The 2-0 fouled away by the left fielder. What a response here for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. And Jalen Kelly led it off with a single to left field. And that one brushes Roberge off of the plate. Already got hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. Alfala, the shortstop, is on second. The 3-1 paints the outside corner for strike 2. Payoff pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Rodriguez struck out swinging his first at-bat. Laced into left field. It's going to drop. Alfala will round third. He is going to come home and score. Eagles lead at 5-4. Rodriguez with an RBI single. Rivera, who just got his 150th hit of his collegiate career in his first at-bat with the single up the middle, will step in here for the Eagles. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count to Rivera, 1 out, bottom of the second. Eagles came into this half inning down 4-0. They've put up 5 here thus far in the bottom of the second to take a 5-4 lead. Swing and a miss on the outside corner pitch there. The 0-2. That's golfed out to center field. Under it And making the grab out in center is Patino, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Cardona flew out to center in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. Eagles 4 hits on the game, the Cougars 3 hits. Swing and a miss on the first offering. Runner goes on the 0-2, fouled away. Cardona, a sophomore, transferred over from UMass Lowell, which is Division I, from Hamden, Connecticut. A few minutes down the road from here. Graduated from Hamden High School in 2023. Down in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Cardona rolls over and pokes that into left field for a base hit. So Jalen Kelly back up. He got this inning going with that single to left field. The Eagles have hit around the order here in the bottom of the second. Kelly was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Wednesday against SNHU right here at Municipal. Kelly rolls over on the 1-1. Kelly hitting .323 in his career here at Post. One-two, lifted out to right center field, deep towards the wall. That is going to sail right in front of the fence. 1 run scores. Rodriguez is home. Cardona is home. It is a 2-out, 2-run double for Kelly, and the Eagles take a 7-4 lead. RB Valera walked in his first out, pokes that into right center field. Patino under it and makes the grab for out number 3. We will head to the 3rd inning. Eagles put up 7 runs in the bottom of the second, and they take a 7-4 lead as we head to the 3rd. Liam Lombardi will lead things off here. So 3-4-5 due up for Caldwell in the top of the third. What an inning it was, last half inning in the bottom of the second. If you're just tuning in, Caldwell went up 4-0 to begin things in the top of the first. Eagles respond with putting up 7 runs at the bottom of the second, and they take a 7-4 lead. Liam Lombardi had a ground ball single to right field in his first at-bat. Lombardi rolls over on that one. Cardona fields, flips. From number 1 here in the top of the third. Chris Hoff walked in his first at-bat. One, two. Absolutely rips the outside corner for strike 3. Holligan's third strikeout of the game. He has looked sensational since the start of last inning in the top of the second. Again, rough top of the first, but he got a 1-2-3 in the top of the second. He's looking for the same thing here in the third and gets Young to swing and miss on the he gets Sean Brown to swing on the first pitch. Sean Brown had an RBI ground out in his first at-bat. Holligan in such a nice rhythm here. Sean Brown in his second year here with Caldwell. Last year as a junior, played in 33 games, batted .267 with 26 runs, 28 hits, 7 RBIs. And the 1-2 from Holligan is fouled away. Vega fields, throws in time. 1-2-3, back-to-back 1-2-3 innings as we go to the bottom of the third. Eagles up 7-4. Pitching change here for Caldwell. Ryan Silnick, the right-hander junior from Washington, New Jersey. On the mound here for Caldwell in relief. We'll take a quick gander at his numbers on the year. 4.82 ERA, has not started. This is the sixth game that he has appeared in. 9.1 innings of work this year for Silnick. Velasco is going to lead things off here for Post. Walked in his first at-bat. Again, Eagles leading at 7-4, put up 7 runs in the bottom of the second. Out hitting Caldwell 6-3. Again, if you're just tuning in, Caldwell put up 4 in the top of the first to begin things. But Brendan Holligan has looked outstanding in the past 2 innings since that first inning. Velasco did not play in the one-game set against SNHU on Wednesday. Getting the start here at catcher today in Game 1 against Caldwell. Swings and misses at the 2-1. Then doubleheader here today at Municipal. And then Eagles will go to Caldwell for a doubleheader tomorrow. So a 4-game CACC set here this weekend against the Cougars. The 2-2 misses upstairs. Yeah, so Silnick, a 6'3" right-hander, junior from Washington Township, New Jersey. Three-two. Pulled, foul. Three-two once again fouled away. Silnick kicks, steals, and Velasco putting together a phenomenal at-bat here. Once again, the 3-2. And once again, a foul ball. What an at-bat by Velasco. I mean, that is how you have to do it. Make the pitcher work, and he draws his second walk of the game. So 0 for 2 with 2 walks, and Vega will step in. Vega walked in his first at-bat. Vega rips that into left center field. That is going to fall for a base hit. Velasco will stroll and stop at second. And the Eagles have something going once again as the top of the order is up. 3-run double for Alfala in his previous at-bat. 1 for 2 here in game 1. The 1-0. Alfala dribbles that to the right side. That will get through for a base hit. Velasco will round third. He's going to score, and it's 8-4 Eagles. Alfala was 2 for 4 on Wednesday against SNHU, and now he's 2 for 3 with 4 runs batted in here in game 1. Hayden Roberge struck out looking in his previous at-bat, was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. So 0 for 1 here today for Roberge, his third at-bat of the game. This is the 71st and 72nd, obviously, in Game 2 meetings between Caldwell and Post. Post 41 and 29 all time. Again, they have won the last 9 meetings. Roberge lays down a beauty, and they will just go to first with it for out number 1 as the runners will advance to third and second. A great job done there by Roberge with the sac bunt. Rodriguez, RBI single to left center in his previous at-bat, struck out swinging in his first at-bat, 1 for 2. Eagles can really open this one up with a base hit here. Again, 2 runners out there for Rodriguez. Already has an RBI here today. Two-0. Ripped into right field. It'll drop. Vega is going to head home. Alfala will stroll it to third. And it is a RBI single once again here for Rodriguez. 9-4 Eagles. Rivera flew out to center in his previous at-bat, 1 for 2 here today. Alfala on third. Rodriguez is on first. So runners at the corners here, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Rodriguez will steal, throw down to second, cut off, and they'll go to home with it. That's beautiful. That textbook. Alfala is thrown out at home. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Rodriguez will steal third. It gets away from Santiago. So 3 balls and no strikes to Rivera here. Rio misses high, and Rivera walks. The run is at the corners with 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Cardona 1 for 2, single to left in his previous at-bat. That is ripped. If it's fair, it is. That will bring home a run. Rodriguez is going to score. Rivera will hold up at third. It gets away from the shortstop. Rivera is going to take home. And Cardona is going to head to third. It is 11-4 Eagles. They have opened this one up in the second and the third. 4 runs now in the third. They had 7 in the second. And it is 11-4. 11 unanswered runs here. So Jaden Kelly, 2 for 2 here today with 2 RBIs here in game 1. Was 0 for 3 again on Wednesday against SNHU. The Eagles had their 5-game winning streak snapped on Wednesday here at home, trying to start a new winning streak here today in a big 4-game set. It looked ugly to start, down 4-0 to begin things, but man, what a response in the second and the third innings here by Post. 7 runs in the bottom of the second, 4 runs here in the bottom of the third, after Caldwell put up 4 runs in the top of the first. The 2-0. Eagles had 7 hits on Wednesday. They already have 10 here in game 1 against Caldwell today. The 3-0 right down the middle. Rio misses out. Harvey Valero for 1 with a walk. Walked in his previous at-bat. Runners at the corners. Cardona is on third. Kelly is on first. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Eagles have already put up 4 runs in this third inning. Kelly is supervised there at first. Silnick in relief here. 4 hits, allowed 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 0 strikeouts. That first offering to Valera is right down the middle for strike 1. Popped up in the infield. Shouldn't be easy. And the catch is made to retire the side. Eagles put up 7 runs at the bottom of the second. They just put up 4 in the bottom of the third, and we head to the fourth with the Eagles up 11-4. All right, not much of a barn burner here in game one. Scoring summary here through the first 3 innings. Caldwell 4 runs at the top of the first. Eagles 7 runs at the bottom of the second, 4 runs in the bottom of the third. And they have an 11-4 lead as we start the top of the fourth. As Devin Cass is going to lead things off here for Caldwell. Cass playing third base, walked in his first at-bat. Holligan, 54 pitches, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal in the past 2 innings as that is golfed into right center field. That's going to drop for a leadoff single here for Cass and the Cougars. That's their 5th hit of the day. Jimmy Kurtz had an RBI single to right field in his first at-bat. First pitch paints the outside corner. Popped up, left field. Roberge under it. Canicorn for out number 1. Santiago 0 for 1. Redshirt sophomore from Toms River, New Jersey. 3rd year here with the Cougars. Rips that one down the left field line foul. Last year played in and started 6 games. Batted .278, recording 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 RBI. Also had 22 putouts. Swings and misses at the 0-1. His first year with the Cougars played in 9 games. Batted .182, recorded 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and had 5 putouts. Takes the 0-2 a little outside. Good spot there from Holligan, trying to get Santiago to chase. One, two, three in the top of the second and the top of the third for Holligan. Did he go? Yes, sir. Strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game here for Holligan. So maybe not a 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th, but he has looked sensational since the end of that first inning. Christian Patino, again, who leads this Cougars team in batting average coming into today, hitting .389, the 9-batter. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time, and it skips out to the outfield. So Cass strolls into third. 0-1 count, 2 down. Cougars have not put up a run since the top of the first, of course, when they put up 4. Getting out hit here, 10-4. The 0-1 miss, or excuse me, the 1-1 misses low and out, so 1-1 count. One is a beauty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch up coming here for Holligan. Great fight there from Patino. Two, gorgeous. Strike 3, his 5th strikeouts of the game, and another 0 spot put up by Holligan. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Eagles in control of it, leading 11-4. Pitching change here for Caldwell. Ben Foote, number 35, stepping out onto the mound here for Caldwell, taking a look at his numbers on the year. This is the 7th game that he's appeared in, 9 innings of work prior to today, a 9.00 ERA. Junior right-hander from Elmer, New Jersey. .6'3", right-hander. Velasco, 2 walks here today, leading things off in the bottom of the 4th. Eagles lead it 11-4. 11 unanswered runs, down 4-0 to begin the game in the top of the 1st. 7 runs in the bottom of the 2nd, 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Let's see what they have for an encore here in the bottom of the 4th here in Game 1. Again, a double dip here today between Caldwell and Post. They will have a doubleheader tomorrow, but in New Jersey at Caldwell. The 1-2, up and out. Two. Velasco worked a really nice at-bat in his previous at-bat, fouled off a ton of pitches before drawing a walk. Again, Caldwell 3-3 in conference. Post is 4-0 here in CACC play. Eagles the number 1 seed in the North Division currently. Caldwell the number 3 seed in the North. That one in and low for ball 3. That's poked into left center field, trailing back to the wall, and the grab not able to be made by Lombardi, and Velasco will stroll into second with a lead-off stand-up double here to begin the bottom of the 4th. Rene Vega. One for one with a walk and an RBI. Again, he had a great day on Wednesday here at home against SNHU. Reached base in all 3 at-bats, 2 for 3 with a walk. $11 hits now on the day for Post. They are out hitting Caldwell 11-4, and they are outscoring them 11-4 as well. 2 errors here for Post, 1 for Caldwell thus far in game 1. And Vega turns on that one and rips it into right field. Velasco is going to round third. He is going to head home. The throw is not in time it was in time, but Santiago could not catch it, and the Eagles with their 12th run of the game. So Vega with his 2nd RBI of the day, and it's the top of the order here for Post, up 12-4. Alfala 2 for 3 with 4 runs batted in here today. He's had a monster game 1 to begin. And Mercy Rule is in play. It's 10 runs after 7 innings. Eagles definitely toying with that right now. Certainly on pace for it. Up 12-4 here. Bottom of the 4th in game 1. 7 runs in the bottom of the 2nd, 4 in the bottom of the 3rd, and 1 thus far in the bottom of the 4th. Still no outs here in this 4th inning. Poked, right side. Should be easy. Alfala is going to dive, and he's safe. Sliding into first. He's now 3 for 4 as he gets the infield single. And Eagles will have runners at the corners with no outs. Hayden Robers 0 for 1 with a strikeout. On Wednesday against SNHU, Robers was 0 for 4. Robers takes that one on the inside corner for strike 1. Robers fouls that one away. Robers last year in his first year with Post did not play. Get transferred from Norwich University, NCAA Division III. Currently getting a master's in education here at Post. He rips that one into left center field. It is going to fall, and that is going to bring home Vega. Alfala is going to head for third. Robers is going to head for second, and Robers is thrown out at second. Demarius Rodriguez. He's had himself a nice day here in game one. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Struck out in his first at-bat. Pokes up, left side. It's going to get through. Alfala's going to come home. 3 RBIs now in the day for Rodriguez. And the Eagles lead it 14-4. Taking a look at the Eagles' road to the championship last year in the CACC playoffs. If we can get it loaded up, as that is Potes into center field. Rivera has got a base hit. 2 for 3 now in the day for Rivera with a walk. Eagles keeping the good times rolling here. Up 14-4, 3 runs thus far in the bottom of the fourth. Just took it a little time. Not really, though. Didn't put up any runs in the bottom of the first, 7 in the bottom of the second, 4 in the bottom of the third, and now third in the bottom of the, or 3 in the bottom of the fourth, pardon me, thus far. Still 1 out, runners at second and first. Cardona is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs here today in game 1. Poked, right side. There's 1, and there's 2. Nice double play turned by the middle of the infield for Caldwell. Eagles get 3 across in the bottom of the fourth. We head to the fifth. Eagles up 14-4. Eagles have completely opened this one up 14-4 as we start the top of the fifth. Brendan Holligan has been fantastic here in game one. 68 pitches, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. As Rennick is going to lead things off here to begin the top of the fifth. Squared on the bunt. Eagles out hitting Caldwell 16-4. Again, if you're just tuning in, it was 4-0 Caldwell at the end of the top of the first, and it's been all Eagles since. 0-1, lifted up, foul. The 0-2, kicks, deals, chopped over, left side, charging in is Rivera, scoops it, and does not have a play at first. So he just eats it. So Reddick now 1 for 3 on the day with a nice little infield single to get things started here for Caldwell in the top of the fifth. Stephen Young Jr. 1 for 2 here today with a strikeout. Struck out in his previous at-bat, had an infield single in his first at-bat. Up and out on the 0-1. Two one. Paints the outside corner for strike 2. Beautiful spot there by Holligan. Hit right back up to Holligan to the middle infield. Vega goes to second with it, steps on it just in time and goes to first and does not have the play at first. So they get the lead runner at second, and Young is safe at first. 1 down here in the top of the fifth. That smoked into left field. Nice hit. Lombardi's now 2 for 3, and Young will stroll into second. Runners at second and first here with 1 out in the top of the fifth for the Cougars. Chris Hoff, 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out looking in his previous at-bat. Swings at the first pitch and whiffs. 6 hits now for Caldwell, getting out hit 16-6 here in game 1. Runner will steal third. Throw down to third is vacuumed in there by Rivera. So runners at the corners, 1 out, 0-2 count. And strike three. Sixth strikeout of the day for Holligan. And 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Sean Brown, the second baseman, who is 0 for 2 with an RBI here today, will step in. Runner will steal second. Velasco pumps the throw down and bluffed on it. Brown lifts that up. In the infield, Vega under it. And Caldwell strands one in the top of the 5th. 4 consecutive zeros by Caldwell in the 2nd through the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles up by 10, 14-4. Another pitching change here for Caldwell. Joseph Witt is on the mound. Let's take a look at his numbers on the year. Only 1 inning pitch coming into today. Second appearance. Senior from North Arlington, New Jersey. We'll get the ball here in the bottom of the 5th. That one is laced into right center field. Jalen Kelly with a beautiful piece of hitting. He thought about digging for second. Now he's going to. As that one in right field was bobbled there by Stephen Young. Eagles with 14 runs combined in the last 3 innings. 7 in the bottom of the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, and 3 in the 4th. Harvey Valera 0 for 2 with a walk. The 0-1. What? Nice off-speed pitch. Drops in for a strike. Nice block there by Santiago on the 0-2. One-two, dribbled up the middle. There's a nice play. Brown throws over in time for out number one as Kelly advances to third. Velasco 1 for 1 with 2 walks here today. The ACC transfer from Cal. 1 out. Kelly is on third. Eagles lead at 14-4, out hitting Caldwell 17-6 here in game 1. Lifted out to center field. Under it, tagging is Kelly. He is going to score. 15-4 Eagles. Nice sac fly there by Velasco. So Rene Vega with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th will step in. Last time the Eagles didn't score in an inning was the bottom of the 1st. 7 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 here in the 5th thus far with 2 down. 15-5 lead. Vega digs in. Witt deals. Little high. Two errors committed by both teams. Vega 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a walk here today. And the 1-0 is offered from Witt. Nice slider, drops in for a strike. Top of the order on deck for the Eagles, Alfala, who has had a monster day. 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. He's on deck. Do one little high. Joseph Witt, senior. 4th year here with Caldwell. And the 3-2. Poked to the left side. Into the shift. And Vega's got a 2-out single. 3 for 3 now for Vega. He has had a really, really solid game, especially coming off of getting on base every single time in his 3 at-bats against SNHU on Wednesday. He was 2 for 3 with a walk on Wednesday at home against SNHU. Now he's 3 for 3 here today in game 1. So not the guy Witt wants to see right here. And Jesse Alfala, 4 RBIs, 3 for 4 here today. Came into this game on the season with only 3 runs batted in. And again, he's got 4 here in game 2. Eagles out hitting Caldwell 18-6 now off of the Vega 2-out single. ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Vega on first, and a 15-4 Eagles lead. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. One, two, fouled off of the foot there, or leg of Alfala. Vega steals, 1 and 2, fouled away. Vega not going this time. That is painted on the outside corner for strike 3. Witt looked good in that bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. Eagles get 1 across in the 5th and take a 15-4 lead. Devin Cass will lead things off here for the Caldwell Cougars in the top of the 6th. They trail it by 11 runs, 15-4 here, top of the 6th. Mercy rule definitely in play. It is 10 runs after 7. So Caldwell, if they don't get any runs across, or if they only get 1 run across and nothing more than that, they are down to their final 6 outs here in game 1. And game 2 is going to start 30 minutes after game 1 ends. Sixty, or excuse me, 80 pitches for Halligan, make that 81. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for Halligan. The 1-2. Yes, sir. Strike 3. 7th strikeout of the day for Brendan Halligan. Jimmy Kurtz 1 for 2 with an RBI. here in game one. Ripped down the right field line, foul. Eagles out hitting the Cougars 18-6 here in game one. The 0-1, low and out. And Holligan gave up 4 runs in that top of the first, but has been pristine since. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That paints the outside corner for strike number 2. Rolled over, Cardona, easy play, PFP, 2 down here in the top of the 6th. So the catcher, Santiago, will dig in here, 0 for 2 here in game one with a strikeout. Holligan eyeing his 8th strikeout of the game. He had 9 strikeouts versus Franklin Pierce on February 20th. Got the loss in that one. Pitched 6 innings. Again, 9 strikeouts, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. Again, this is Holligan's 4th start of the year. The 2-2, swing and a miss. 8 strikeouts now in the day for Holligan, and he gets a 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles up 15-4. Aiden Robridge will lead things off here for the Eagles, so 2-3-4. Due up here for Post, bottom of the sixth. They have scored at least one run in each of the last 4 innings. 7 in the second, 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. Pitching change here for Caldwell. Number 50, Luis De Leon, freshman right-hander on the mound for the Cougars. So it looks like they're just shuffling through pitchers here, inning by inning. 5th pitcher of the game for the Cougars. Brendan Holligan has been going strong. 93 pitches, 8 strikeouts for the Eagles. The 0-2. One, two, sliced to the left side. Nice play there by Cass, the third baseman. He throws across the diamond in time for out number 1. That was a hard hit ball there, and Cass fielded beautifully. So pinch hitter here for the Eagles, Dario Sosa, the sophomore from Waterbury, Connecticut, is going to get it at bat right here. 10th game that he's appeared in. He started in 8. This is his 32nd at-bat of the year, hitting .226 coming into today. Sosa takes the first pitch for a strike. Wanted to see one that appeared. Last year as a freshman, played in 20 games and started in 13. Had 10 hits with 10 runs and 51 at-bats. Rolls over on that one. Foul. Sosa had 1 home run last year, hit 196, 8 RBIs. Graduated from Holy Cross High School. The 0-2 misses outside on the slider. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Justin Rivera is 2 for 3 with a walk here in this one. His first hit of the game here today was his 150th hit of his collegiate career. That is combined for Bloomfield and Post. First stop was at Bloomfield, transferred over here to Post. Second year here with the Eagles. Last year, as a junior, played in 49 games and started in 49, had 49 hits with 14 runs, 168 at-bats, 39 RBIs last year for Rivera, hit .292. Rivera, including this year in his Post career, hitting .306. Down to the count here, 0-2. It's on its way, and it's tipped foul. again, the 0-2. One, two, a swing and a miss. And a nice 1-2-3 in that bottom of the 6th. Caldwell needs more than one run to keep things going. Down 15-4 as we head to the 7th. Caldwell down to their final 3 strikes. If they are unable to collect some runs here in the top of the 7th, Eric Gutowski is on the mound here for the Eagles. So Brennan Holligan's day is done. He was fantastic for post. 93 pitches, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed. So Eric Gutowski out here for the Eagles, taking a quick look at his numbers on the year. 3.6 ERA, 5th game that he's appeared in, and only 5 innings of work. That is ripped to the left side, backhanded by Alfala, throws across the diamond. Cardona picks it and secures it for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Rennick up at the plate, top of the order here for Caldwell. He's 1 for 3 on the day, had an infield single in his previous at-bat. Rips that one into center. And Dario Sosa right there to make the grab. So Caldwell down to their final out. Again, it's 10 runs after 7. We're in the top of the 7th, and the Eagles are up 15-4 here in Game 1. Stephen Young, 1 for 3 on the day. The 1-1 paints the outside corner of beauty. Strike 2. And Caldwell down to their final strike here in game 1. And game 2 is going to start 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. So approximately 2:45 is when game 2 is going to commence. And that one is only going to be 7 innings. These two teams, 4-game set. This is the first game of 4. Doubleheader here today at Municipal. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow at Caldwell. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no one on. And that one misses upstairs. Three-two low, and a 2-out walk for Young. Liam Lombardi has had a nice day at the plate for Caldwell, 2 for 3. Lombardi not a fan of the called strike on the outside corner. Same spot, same result. And Gutowski able to quickly get ahead here on the number 3 batter for Caldwell. Quickly ahead, 0-2. Caldwell down to their final strike. Hit to the right side, Vega, gonna flip it to Alfala, and that will do it for game 1. Eagles get the mercy rule here in game 1 and win it 14-4 in 7 innings. Game 2 is going to be coming up next at 2:45 approximately. Eagles 18 hits in game 1. Out hit Caldwell 18-6, and they get the win here in game 1 and improve to 6-8 overall. They stay perfect after game 1 in conference at 5-0 now in CACC play. Game 2, it's coming up next. Stick around in 30 minutes.